Shaghil Ali.
My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast.
Hear ye, come one, come all. It's the first annual G, nigga, know my dogs are invited, so gone and light it. Cause it's the first time in a long time. Reminiscing about the Fresh Fest back in 85 when the Dubs and the Sandiac, the Who ride. Just like it was the thing to do. 85, 84, 8 straight. In year 82, hated you. Know what the fuck I'm talking about? After 40 on the lake at the big homie's house. And bet nobody bring them up a gun. Cause everybody in the house from 2-1. King Park was the location, and the bigger G, that was my destination. We were looking up to niggas coming up before me, and LBC get to my east side home. If you bring the strap, then you have to trip. So if you on a mission, nigga, go on and dip. We got meat to eat, freaks to beat. Take chronic, we can smoke ever get our loco. Strolling through the park one day, pumping on a fat jet with my homie named Trey. Deep trying to sleep. If we can put this LBC thing back together like it was supposed to. Let me interact with my black broke attacks and a gray golf hat tilted to the back. Ditching Sunday school to get a pack of now laters while I'm rolling with the Stella.
West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast.
Roll the weed, light it up. Cause sipping on gin and juice, fill up your cups. The West Coast back cracking like it's 94. So get on your knees and give me head like it's 94. And don't come up for air to the beat drop. I'm the doctor's advocate, calling a sneak peek at the most detox. Take note, grab a pen and let the world know the West is riding again. I graduated from Dre school, top of my class. Treat my switches like my b****s got them dropping that still banging the chronic like Doggy Style came with it. And I roll them sticky on my back while I hit it. I done been there, done that, had beefs and won that. 5 million records on one plaque, I hung that. Still got Dr. Dre low riding in the 6-4. When you see us, throw it up. Okay,
West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast.
Well, bitch, I'm trying to get some head up in the Subaru, but you have no clue what you're doing. You fall asleep or something. Hello, you wake up, fake slut. I'm out of here. Screw you. What did you drop dead in my lap? You call that head? I'm better than you do. Yeah, I'm sick like the terminally ill, but more like sick as in the terminally ill. Antichrist, how come you can't be nice? Who's talking, dog? Like Brian from Family Guy. But who else is as pitiless, actually witty, crass, hideous, ghastly, and insidious? Ask me if spitting is nasty. Next idiot asks me, is getting this ass me worse than Diddy? But on the real though, she probably ran out the room with his fucking ill though. He tried to field goal punish, she said to chill. Now put it back in my cassette, get the steel toe. Yo, play like the gate, eyes up behind the wall. Pay attention, stay attentive, man, you better watch your dogs. Cause they'll be the last ones to bail you out, but they'll be the first ones to sell you out. Know where to turn, so you better have a look out. Barbecue picnic chicken, you can cook out with me. I don't have to wonder. You see, I came up in a hood, so a hood will never take me away.
West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So we will die to live in the West Coast.
This ain't fucking with the red pack niggas on the West Coast. You made shit. From what I see, red and blue can make green. Black Wall Street and next on bleed. Since jealousy breeds hatred, hatred breeds violence, violence breeds enemies. More permanent silence. California, the never. So throw it up, we low riding the killer. Yeah, make the West Coast rise forever. Essays, B's and C's represent your letter. Got Kane, the go-getter, Xzibit, the rhyme splitter. Snoop Dogg, the boss, we gangsta at all costs. Y'all niggas are so soft, empty source off. For one of my niggas draw that hammer and dump off. It's kush, you gon' cough. Yeah, inhale the smoke, bang, then it hang, bang the cups, my niggas.
My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast.
The yard bang bang on the beat. When he came home, he was soft as a cookie. It's rules to the it's in the gang bang Brooklyn. From Long Beach to Brooklyn, you better have a lookin'. You be careful of what you doing, what you say, and make sure your niggas is AK. 8-1 from day one. I don't have to wonder. You see, I came up in the hood, so the hood would never take me under. Notice how everything on the streets ain't in here. Yeah, homie, he in here. Yeah, cuz he in here. Back against the wall on the call, trying to get home. Loved by a few, so everybody on it on. Said you can't trust him, her, or him either. Better learn the law, my nigga, if you ain't legal. You see, I don't have to wonder. You see, I came up in the hood, so the hood would never take me under.
My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast.
Check game, I'ma show you how to bang. Uncle Snoopy, is it true you from that horny gang? All the time, never gotta let my nuts hang. A chest full of chains, left hang with a pinky ring. I'm in a still of caps, what's your sweet pillow back? My little hood rat, baby got that mini Mac, baby got that 20 sack, baby got plenty that. Whatever you send us, my knock we gon' send it back. I'm in the club with the snub, getting love with 20,000 rips and 20,000 bloods, and we don't give a about none of y'all. And when you hit the city, you better holler at the big dog. I done seen niggas hit LA and get their chain snatched. Then they call me up, begging me to get their chain back. What I look like, the bum off of the police. It's certain rules you got to follow when you in these streets, especially when it comes to this Cali shit. And I ain't talking about hanging in the valley. Gang bang niggas all up in the alley crib. On some real talk, nigga, we the real West
Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast.
Love me like whoa now, homie, let's slow down. No need to get so wet, ready to throw down. If I misbroke now, then whoops, sorry. Oh wow, got heterosexuals cramming them down our throats now. Like I'm getting slow, blocked, my humor's too low, right? Yes, it is no doubt, you about to get grossed out. But it though, somebody needs to come and hit the reset button. Back to 2003, cause how did we get stuck in this woke? Yes, I'm trying to make it regress. And I don't regret nothing that's about to be said. So f*** it, we can keep hash parting. Still a grade A, prick but the same way. Cobain put the gauge to his brain. I'm going out with a bang, eh? Dang, Dre, what you made me do? Maybe you the one they should blame, eh? Maybe wish that I wasn't so angry. Don't wanna see me going off the deep end like, yeah, yeah.
West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So I'ma die throwing up the
You want
West
dance, let's dance. I take you to the prom, I'm on. Trade pan in my palm, I'm calm, nigga. My mama made a baby boy, the hood made a man. My first 14 grams, took that and made a grand. I do this, you knew this, I told you. Your fate to death, baby. Fucking come if you book me. How you like E-I-E-I, uh-oh. After the 4-4 blow, I get low. That's how I go like a pro. It's a rap, and I'm ghost, and you smoke like a roach. You been clapped, and in fact, there's no coming back from that. I'm the last of my breed. No Henny, no weed, just my vest and my semi in the back of the Bentley. On Nas and my bras, see I'm mad and I'm gone. Cause my lawyers are strong and my money is long. So when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I'm right. I hit your ass up right, nigga, it's 99.
West Coast. My heart beat for the West Coast. We got the best weed on the West Coast. We won't ride on the West Coast. So West Coast. We grow the best weed on the West Coast.